Hey, good morning. How's it going? I hope it is going wonderful. Looks like we got 4 people in here. Let's give 5. Welcome. When y'all come in, y'all say howdy. Let me know where you're from. Whoops. Let me know where you're from. But we're going to give like 5 minutes and we'll go ahead and get started. All right? About 5 minutes.
That's it? You had $1 million. You'd do 2 chicks at the same time?
Damn straight. I always wanted to do that, man. I think if I were a millionaire, I could hook that up, too, because chicks dig dudes with money.
Money. I'm rolling in the I get that fast money in I get that fast money in money. I'm rolling in
Good morning. Looks like we got a couple of people in here. We're going to give everybody a couple of minutes to get in here, and then we're going to go ahead and get rolling here. Hope everybody's doing wonderful. Beautiful day. So let's just enjoy it here for a little bit while we're waiting for some people to join us. If y'all can help me out, looks like we're already under attack by the bots. So we're probably going to be shadow banned here in a couple of minutes. I don't give a hell, but do me a favor if you would. If you could share this on social media and other Telegram groups that you may be over. Let's not let the bots. Let's not let the bad guys win. Two minutes. Good morning, my brother Kenzie. Welcome back. Welcome back, brother. Thanks for joining us, man. Are your feet back on the ground yet? Well, I got to do the copyright-free music, otherwise they'll shut it down. Used to, they told me I just couldn't monetize it. But now they shut it down, so, hey, I did the best with the copyright-free music I could. We are live. Well, hang on. Yep, totally alive. Did you have your brain cells numbered and categorized so that you could make sure you came back with all of them? Hey, Matt, thanks for the new sub, brother. Appreciate it. Welcome. We do things a little different here. I do things a little differently here. I'm an acquired taste for some, so give me a couple of watches. You'll either dig me or you won't. All right, so if I talk right now, is the music at a good volume? Or do I need to lower the music? Orange juice and toothpaste. Get some. All right, then we can go ahead and get started then, man. We got 12 people in here. Thank you so much, all of you, for coming in. I've actually got just a couple of real quick things here, and then to answer a couple of questions. Good volume? All right. Well, then I'm going to take the headphones off then, since I don't need to hear that right now, then. All right. Well, Kinsey, welcome back, my brother. You were missed. And I didn't see those pictures that you were promising. Didn't see those pictures you were promising. All right. Hey, nice kitty. How are you doing, brother? Or sister. I'm not great on pronouns. I'm sorry about that. So on the thumbnail, we talked the big thing. If you're in the Chico Army right now, the big thing is with Alchemist Coin. Now, if you know, and you're minting crucibles, today is the last day of version 1, and then version 2 starts later today. And for folks wanting to know what to do with their Alchemist coins, or their liquidity pool, or their crucibles, or if they should or if they shouldn't, we'll go over a little bit of that here right now. So I've got oh, hang on. Let me change screens for 1 second. I don't know how this happened. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, let me change screens here for 1 second. Sorry. All right. Doing some things with wallets on the screen this stream for some new folks that we have. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't. Yeah, doesn't matter. I'm not. All right, so this is a wallet that I have. Now, why do I have 2 different crucibles in the same wallet? Because at first I didn't know that you could just add, and other times I just forgot. But and on the minting, you don't need to know that right now unless you haven't done a crucible in version 1. Version 2 is coming up later today. Don't spend any money on gas to do a V1 crucible right now. So what happens today? There is going to be the inflation rewards handed out, and they're going to end up in your crucible today. When? We don't know. They don't know. And if you ask in their Discord, they don't know. So it happens when it happens, but don't do anything until it does happen. People have asked me, is there an advantage of holding multiple or holding them all in one? Not that I'm aware of. I'm just a little bit OCD. But let me show you what I'm going to be doing today and why. But if you don't own any crucibles, this is what you this is what you see when you go in and look at it, and it will show you the rewards. It'll show you what bonus tier that you're at for these rewards. Now, when you go into the crucible itself, you'll see how many of each token that you have. See here, I got 79, I got this, but now your rewards missed are not included in this. In other words, they're not compounding like they do in a lot of liquidity pools or like they do in a lot of farming situations. It's not set up like that now. So what could you do? Could you just leave it the way that things are? And then when the new crucible comes out, and just subscribe to it, you can absolutely do that. Version 1 stops paying today, but what I found out is the multipliers for the version 2 are all going to be 0. They're all going to be 0. They're going to be reset. So you may not have done any consolidating or reinvesting or anything because you were going to lose your multiplier date and it would go all over. The reason that I'm going ahead and doing it today, I'm going to close these out. I'm going to put them all into one, and then I'm going to resubscribe to the new one after the inflation rewards are given out. And the main reason that I'm going to do that, well, part of it's because I want them all in one place. I'm a little OCD, sorry. The main reason that I'm going to do that is these rewards right now, they're just sitting there. They're just sitting there. They're not compounding. So I guess when I break camp and then set up a new camp, the main reason that I'm going to do this is because I want to put these guys to work. So, do you have to? No. If all you did was to subscribe to the new Crucible, then you're going to be fine. All right? So, long explanation to a pretty easy thing, but, I know a lot of people have been asking. And so, yeah, I had the question, so I went to go find out. Let's see. Let me come over here and see what you guys are talking about. Yeah, Kinsey, your vacation didn't pump the market. What's up with that, my brother? Hey, Wise Crypto Investing. How are you, my brother? How you doing? Link? Thank you, Kinsey. There's the link for it. Now, if you come over to Twitter, oh, I'm sorry, let me do this now. Y'all go over to Twitter and follow me on Twitter. It's, where have it? It's at ScottyP1063, that's me. And that all rhymed like I had it planned, huh? Here. If you go into their Discord, you can see this conversation, but this is where I got the answer. It was over in their Discord. All right, let me see what you guys are talking about. Nothing again. What? Wait a minute. What? By the way, did you hear that X Fund is the oracle of? Oh, you sent a link to your photo. All right. Well, then I'll take a look at it and we got to talk. But yeah, y'all follow me over on Twitter because I do videos kind of like Kinsey whenever the hell I want. Or if something comes up. But we drop a lot of good news here. Hey, and y'all make sure that you're supporting Full Metal Magdalene. She did the banner art here on the new channel as I'm getting ready to do this rebrand. And I basically told her, hey, I kind of wanted to look like a black light poster, which her generation had to Google it to see what I was even talking about. But y'all give her a support over on Twitter. She is one of us. She is one of us. And if you're not subscribed to Crypto Culture, to Kinsey, what the hell is wrong with you? The hell is wrong with you? Well, Kinsey, and I'm glad that you're the one that brought it up, because a lot of people that don't know me and don't know how I'm wired, some took offense to it. There was one individual on Twitter, and he at least stated his opinion in a very nice and hey, I disagree, and hey, but I'm not going to spit on you. I got some messages that were, hey, fuck you. But, and that's okay. But, how do I make my shirt? It's magic, man. It's magic. They're made with love. Actually, it's called direct-to-garment processing. And it's not a decal. The ink is actually shot into the shirt, which is cool because the decals don't peel off. That's the really cool part. The downside is, depending on the image that you're putting on there, they tend to show up better on lighter colored shirts. Kind of like when you were a kid, if you ever took a whole bunch of crayons and colored over the same spot, how sooner or later it basically turned brown. It's kind of like that. But basically, in some of these cases, I just came up with the idea and made it. In a couple of cases, I got full metal. I commissioned Full Metal to do it. And I don't know if you guys saw the thumbnail, but I got one really cool shirt idea coming up. If there's anybody that wants to do like a unisex fork on them, I only made very limited for a couple of people to model, and I made some for me. Dr. Ed, before I went to Miami, I took about half of my portfolio into stablecoin. While I was in Miami, I kind of went back in with part of it. When the market went up a couple of days ago, I took some more out. I'm sitting a whole lot in stablecoin right now. Sitting a whole lot of stablecoin right now. Hey Rio, while I'm thinking about it, and I'm going to come back here, but man, it's hard to hook up with you. Are you here in Austin? And if you are, man, next Sunday, I'm doing this every Sunday. I've seen the Austin crypto hookups, and they look like they suck. Let's start something. I found a nice little place here. If you've probably been to Moon Tower, it's the same people. It's right next to them. It's called the Armadillo Den. They got live music, man, and so if you want to start something, I'm doing it every Sunday regardless, just to get the hell out of this house. But so the answer to your question, Dr. Ed, is I did pick up a little bit. I closed out a lot of positions that, because I think we're going lower. I think this is just a I think this is just a relief bounce. I think we're going lower. So I'm either gonna be really, really right, or I'm gonna be really, really wrong. I reckon we'll see. Oh, okay. But yeah, man, and you know what I look like. I only know what your screen name is. So if you want to come, I don't know if we communicate on Telegram or if we communicate on Twitter or solely here. But that's kind of why I missed you down in Miami, was because we were only communicating in YouTube comments. And trust me, I was with this person, so there was a whole lot of internet not being checked. And YouTube comment conversation was one of those areas that was the absolute worst. All right, my brother. All right, we'll hook up on Sunday. Anybody else in CTEX or in the Austin area, man? I want to say that the band starts at about 3:30. There's limited seats in the shade. There's limited seats in the shade, so I'm usually going about 1 or 2:30, and hopefully we'll have cloud cover but no rain. But Kinsey, I said, so first of all, let me come back and we'll talk on this, and then I'll shut up, and we can either agree to disagree, or at least maybe the folks that got angry will at least understand where I was coming from. And I meant in no way to disparage the original intent of that movement by using the font or making a play on their logo. I am all about opening up conversation. And the only thing that I'm going to really go into now is that over the last year, man, what we saw was not a race riot. What we're feeling right now is not a race riot. It's not about race. It was never about race. It's political, but even more so, it's a class war. It's a class war. I don't look at people by the color of their skin. I see it. I'm not stupid. I'm not blind. But Kinsey, my brother, you've never been my black friend in crypto. You've been my friend. And that's how I'm wired. And if it was received in any other way, I apologize for the actions that I took that hurt your feelings. And I hope that we can move on from there. But I understand. All I'm going to say, and then I'll shut up and move on, is you're not the combatant in the war that you think you are. You are an instrument of war in a battle that you're not aware of. All right, let's get back to crypto. But again, if I hurt your feelings, I apologize for that. Now, you see what I said there, guys? Now, guys, young guns. Let me help you out here a little bit. No, my brother, I know I didn't hurt your feelings. But I did get some DMs that were none too happy with it. But yeah, it is. It's a class war. It's absolutely a class war. But yeah, you're not a warrior in the battle you think you are. You're the point of the spear in a battle that you're not aware of. And well, like I said, I'm not wired like that, so I don't even really see all that stuff. However, well, what the hell? Ruin a perfect bit. Alright, well anyway, it's day 141 of the where the hell is that pulled together Coinbase listing. Day 141. It is all about money. It is all about power. It was never about race. It was always us against them. But the us and the them that we think we are, that ain't it. in the last 3 weeks, got 12 to the best of my count, new people in crypto. And I've had some people that ask, how do you start that conversation? And I've got 4 people that I need to have this conversation with anyway. We've already started talking, but we haven't gotten into the details of it. And I figured if I can help you guys, show you what I'm doing to talk to people, to introduce them to the idea, and also if I can combine that with having 3 different conversations at one time, it's good time management. So, 2. Oh, the girls I've loved before. No, wait, wrong side. So, how do you get the conversation started? Or if you're that person, hey, I want to hear about this Bitcoin thing. Here's the easiest way to do it. This is the conversation starter. This is the icebreaker. Where is what, my brother? Uh-oh, do I got it on the... Oh, I got it on the screen. Oh, we're coming to inflation, my brother. We're coming to inflation. So, if you were a young waitress with whom I've had dinner with in the last 3 weeks, and we talked about this was one of the things I wanted you to see. So, let's say that we had this conversation. Let's say that I was fortunate enough to have met you 3 years ago. I don't know how old all of you are, but I think all of that puts you at the very least about the time that you started working for money. Maybe you go for it. But on that link, you can change the dates to whatever you want. So when people say, how much should I put in? The answer, number one answer is never more than you can afford to lose if the MFR goes all the way to 0. Now, is it going to go to 0? I don't think that it is, but this is fun money. So first thing you got to ask yourself is, all right, without taking food off the plate, without making me juggle my bills, without taking the cheese off of the nachos or taking the chicken out of the gumbo, whatever that dollar amount is, ask yourself a question. What could I set aside on a monthly basis and never ever miss? Gone. And let's say that answer was 40. So if every Friday you took $40, since we first talked about this here back in January 18th, at $40 a week, you would have put in almost $7,300. More importantly, you would have 0.87 of a Bitcoin. Now, for you new folks, I ain't talking about Robinhood. That ain't Bitcoin. That ain't Ethereum. That's a derivative, but that's a different conversation. And if you've been doing that, you're a step ahead of a lot of folks. But more importantly, in the short term, in 3 years, the $7,300 that you put in would now be just under $28,000. That's how you get their attention. And this ain't a, what if we lived in dreamland? This is actual. If that number's 20, it's half of that. And so you turn 3,600 into almost 14,000. Now, here's something to consider. Let's say, aside from this $40, if you work for tips, you can print out a little QR code, have it laminated, put it right on your belt. You can do an Ethereum wallet. You can do an Ethereum wallet. Now again, unless you're only allowed so many pieces of flair. I know a lot of places allow you to do that. Now, are you going to get Bitcoin or Ethereum tipped to you every night? No. Every month? Maybe not. But guess what? Once word gets out that, hey, check it out, there's a chick over here that'll take crypto for a tip. you'll start getting more. Oh, the Coinbase listing. Yeah. I suck at staying up with the comments, and I apologize for that. I apologize for that. All right, where the hell was I mid-sentence? Oh, here we go. So, if you work for tips, maybe that's an idea. If you have a website, if you don't have a Bitcoin or an Ethereum address on there where people can tip you in Bitcoin or Ethereum, you're crazy. Number one, you're losing money. Number two, there's a uniqueness to that people will like. It makes you stand out, but not like where somebody talked about it 3 years ago, but I mean, it's something you do all the time. Right? I don't know. Maybe you're an OnlyFans girl. Is it fans only, OnlyFans? Maybe you got one of those things going on. If it's not against the terms of service, Jesus Christ, you ought to have those addresses all over there so that people can throw it to you. But long way around the mountain to come back to a really easy question of, I don't know, what kind of money you making in tips? Yeah, I told you early, and thank you, Tavada. Yeah, I told you early the bad guys were out early. Yeah, they were shadow banned. They were starting the shadow ban early. I could tell because the viewers would go way up, and then they would do their bot reporting and oh, there's something going on over here. And then they would, and then they were, logging off and going into a new profile and doing it again. So I saw the viewer count doing that, so I knew we were going to be shadow banned. And again, I don't care, guys. You wussies, this is not my source of income. You're only hurting other people when you do something like this. But anyway, but if you work for tips, and aside from whatever this dollar amount is, how much of that, I don't know what you guys make in tips, how much of that could you put in here to make this number a little bit bigger? If I had it all to do over again, this is what I would be doing. I wouldn't have gone in and put a whole bunch of money in. I'd be doing this. All right, so what else is going on? That's what I was talking about. Where is it? Oh, yeah, where is that damn Coinbase listing? All right, let me hide the screen for a second to make sure. I'm not showing anything here. I shouldn't be showing. All right, here we go. All right, so for the young ladies who need to set up an Ethereum wallet, how do you do it? It's very, very simple. You're going to go over to myetherwallet.com. Hear my dog snoring? Wyckoff accumulation schematic. Yeah, and we know what's going on, so really now's the time to be doing stuff for yourself. Ain't no sense in watching the market right now. Actually, no, let me come back to the other thing I was going to talk about. Because somebody mentioned the magic word, inflation. All right, so some of the doubters might be saying, yeah. But I want, U.S. dollar, man. I want the U.S. dollar. All right, so U.S. dollar ain't what it was. Matter of fact, if you were born in the year 1999, so if you're 22 years old right now, to have the same buying power as $1 did in the year you were born, you need twice as much. You need twice as much. So in other words, that dollar from the year you were born is now worth 50 cents. So you keep stacking your dollars. You keep stacking your dollars. You do you. You do you. I'm not a financial advisor, blah, blah, blah. You do you, but you're going to have to work twice as long and or twice as hard to have the same buying power down the road. You say, yeah, Scott, but that's my entire life. Okay, let's just look in the last 5 years. Or can I, yeah. Let's just say, all right. All right, so here you go. Just in the last, since 2015, $100 to have the same buying power now, you need 13% more. You need $113. So if you keep stacking Benjamins, you have to visualize it cutting in half over time, as opposed to what we were talking about over here, where it went from where it's like almost 4 times as much. I don't know, man. Hashtag math. Hashtag math. But I would say, hey, if it's $20, put $20 a month in there and don't even think about it. Don't even think about it, because it's not about trying to time the market. It's about having time in the market. It looks like I'm gonna be doing a conversation with the 401k people I talked about in the last video, and let you talk to an actual financial advisor to see what they're about all this stuff. They're going to tell you the same thing, except in more conventional markets, they're going to tell you the exact same thing. It ain't about how much you're putting in; it's how long you've been putting it in, because you get that compounding effect. Stack Sats, stack ETH, and the only alt plays that I make are to stack more Ethereum and to stack more Bitcoin. But that's my game plan. That's my game plan. All right, I am still on the screen. All right, so for you new folks, you're going to go over to myetherwallet.com. and you're going to click on Create a New Wallet. Now, you're not going to fast forward through these like I am. You're going to read these. Lots of disclaimers here. Be careful, this can happen, this can happen, this can happen. Don't be an asshole, basically, is everything that it says there. All right, so you're going to come to this page. And we're going to get a new wallet. Don't do this on your phone. I just find it easier to do on a laptop or a desktop. But come here and let's see. Click Key Store File. Double check on that. Get a new wallet, etc. All right, so let's do keystroke. So you're gonna make a password, and you make whatever you want to be your. All right, whatever. All right, so you're gonna make a password. Write this password down. And then you're gonna download your key store file. And I'm gonna recommend that you save that onto a USB thumb drive and not your computer. Not your computer, all right? So anyway, it's here on this computer for now. So you've got your password. You're all set up. And you can go to work now. Let's see. So how would you do it? I want my... Now it tells you we don't recommend this, and the reason that they don't recommend it is because you're keeping it on your computer, and if there's a keystroke person following you, and then you'll just come over here and what did I do? It's the password. What did I do is the password. Is that it? Yes, it is. All right. So now you have... Oh, I don't know the name of the track. It's copyright. It's copyright free music, so it's, you know, it's out there. Here's what you need to do. Here is your Ethereum address. There is your Ethereum address right there. Come over here and print it. It's going to give you two things: your address and your private key. Your address you can share with anybody. It's like your email address. It's like your Venmo account. Your private key you share with nobody. That's like the pin to your ATM card, all right? Print that up. Put it in a safe place. Fireproof safe if you got one, whatever. The other thing that I would recommend... Now, here's the next thing you do. Come over here and save your address and your private key and do it to like Notepad. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, it's over here. Oh, crap. Well, I can't pull it from the other screen that it's showing up on, but pull it up in Notepad, paste that in there, and then also save that to that same USB thumb drive, not onto your hard drive. All right? And then, if you're on Google Chrome, if you're on Google Chrome, go to the Chrome store, and you're going to download MetaMask. All right? Then, and we're almost done. Here it says import account. Import account. And then from over here where you had your private key information, where we copied it before we sent it to the thumb drive, that private key number, you're going to paste right here. Boom. Now your MetaMask is connected to your MyEther wallet. That's how you got to do. And once you get that done, you girls send me your ETH address, and then Crypto Claus has got something for you. All right. So for all you crypto people, thank you for the time out there, and I appreciate. Did we? Oh no, we actually gained some people. Cool. Thanks for bearing me out there, but trying to help grow the sphere and trying to help people and trying to recruit people into the game. So that's kind of part of it. All right, let's see. Anyone who thinks 401k IRA is worth your time, look up Robert Kiyosaki. His life experience would be a better investment. Interesting take. Would I invest? Would I start investing in? And again, not financial advice. Would I start investing right now in a 401k? Not at my age, I wouldn't. But markets go up, markets go down. If your employer does a match, yeah. Actually, when you asked for a link, I gave it to you, but here, I'll give it to you again, my brother. There you go. It helps lower your tax liability, and also if your employer matches up to whatever percent. If I were a financial advisor, I'd say, hey, maybe it's worth it to put in what they're putting in over time. But again, do I have any faith in the financial system today? No. So back to, would I be putting money into 401k these days? No, I wouldn't. Let's go back to your questions. Put it in a safety deposit box. One of the only things banks are good at still. Yes, until COVID. I actually went up there to open up a safety deposit box, and the freaking lobby was closed. The freaking lobby was closed. It felt like a bank run. I know it wasn't, but it felt like a bank run. Are the hash functions to generate passwords? Oh, I don't know, brother. Yeah, but yeah, gun safe, fireproof safes, anything. Where do I play the copyright music? Actually, with the software editing program that I purchased, there was a disc that came in there with it. So after it appeared that YouTube changed the rules on sharing music, yeah, it still says Raccoon. I said, all right, I'm tired of this. So, on that disc, there's a whole bunch of tracks. So I picked the ones that I like and I put them back to back, kind of crossed them over a little bit to a transition. 100% complete on the max days to reward multiplier. And that's great, but today's the last day. Today's the last day of V1, my brother. So if you're going to do V2, everybody's timer gets reset. That was the story we started off with. So I have issues using MetaMask and Brave browser. So I guess what I'm saying is, man, everybody's resetting today. So I like the idea of getting these guys in the game without having to buy anymore. All right. Oh, we've got a gift to give away from the last video that we did. So let's come over here. And it was from this video right here. So we had 227 views. Now, we are doing the contest, but I will tell you that if you posted 70 times, you get one entry. So let's see who the winner is. We got $10 of free Bitcoin. Random winner. Doobie Cook. Doobie Cook, you are the winner, and I will get this to you, my brother. It's $10. It's from Cake Wallet. And I'll shoot that to you. You're one I know how to get in touch with. Congratulations, Doobie. I wish that I had some more of those to give. Here. There you go. All right, so let me go ahead and close that and come over here and see what you guys are talking about. Today was the day I hit. Oh man, that's like writing the last check on the mortgage and then having a stroke the next day or something. Hey, well, at least you know now, man. Get in early this time. Get in early this time, right? Ah, it's okay, man. Hey, and you know, some people were asking me. Oh, here, let's at least stay true to the ethos of the channel. Guys, don't ever get old, man. This freaking sucks. You forget what you're talking about right when you start talking about. We talking about that. We talking about that. We talking about that. So, hey, if there's anything that you guys want to talk about, y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. Oh, I remember where I was going. So, you know, I had a lot of windshield time and had a lot of time when I was in Destin while Miss Alex was working or whatever, to just sit out and stare at the Gulf of Mexico and the sound. And I got to do some really good thinking. And I got I got a better idea on what I want to do with the channel. And I will be more vigilant in doing content and doing sponsored content, but I only want to do sponsored content that's something that I would like or something that I would buy. I'm not going to be doing sponsored content just to crank out stuff. But I think I've shared with you before, but I've got a clearer vision now. Because I'm going to tell you, man, I had such a good time in Miami, and it had nothing to do with the conference. The real juice was in you guys that I got to meet in real life, man. Some of us have been talking for 3 years. Such a pleasure to sit down and talk. And I'd rather hear your idea about this coin than most of those speakers on the stage. But that energy, that juice is where it was. So I'm going to try to do more of those type outings. Where? Hell, I don't know. But yeah, let me come back to you, Georgie, because I'm old, and if I stop talking, I'll forget. But 25% each is going to go to my buddy's kids' college fund. I think I told you. One of my best friends, he was actually born in the year that I died. I'm not born in the year that I graduated. Some people will say that. Born in the year that I graduated, but man, we were like brothers. But he passed away in a car crash about 6 years ago, about 5 years ago, and I'm setting up a college fund for those two kids. The other 25% is going to go to you guys in rewards and such, and then 25% is going to go into the channel, and the channel is where I'm not going to pay any personal bills out of that. That's going to be the fun money where we go around and do. I'm going to start doing meetups, man, and it'd be great if Tyler could join at some of them. But I'm going to just go and just start claiming parts of the maps, and we're going to do some get-togethers. We're going to do some meetups because to hell with that virus that begins with the letter C. Yeah, I like the video editing program. I like it a lot. I didn't when I first got it, but now that I kind of know the shortcuts, I like it. I have a question for the Crucibles. I have one. Should I unstake and claim the reward to reset, or can I just... All right. So, hey, Georgie, I love you, my brother, but you know how I know you didn't watch the first 5 minutes of this video? That's what the whole damn video was about. I'm just busting, my brother. I'm just busting. That's a you thing. Oh, crap. That's a you thing. Come over to the Alchemist website. The only reason that I did, the reason that I'm shutting it down and rebuilding is because these rewards are not compounding. And even though I'm at the 100%, I'm at the maximum reward multiplier right now, and so is Kinsey for the day. But when you subscribe to the new one, the counters reset to 0. You can stay in this one, it just ain't paying anymore. But you do not need to unsubscribe. If putting... Oh, hell, what was I just showing you? If putting these rewards that are right now just sitting in there, to you, putting those to work's not important to you, then just subscribe to the new one. I'm tearing them down and rebuilding because I want to put those all to work. There. Scandemic by Bill Gates. Yeah. Dude, don't even get me. Don't even get me started there. Heard it's beautiful there. Where? I'm a natural blonde, and I'm getting warm slower. I got a little concerned there when I started reading that. I was like, wait a minute, where is this conversation going? I'm a natural blonde. I love long walks on the beach, reading books and drinking wine by the fireplace, puppy dogs, bunny rabbits, and pussy. All right, so hey, if you guys want to talk about some altcoins, if you guys want to take a look at something, now is the time. Let's talk about some altcoins. And then, how long we've been on? No, what time is it? Oh, hell, we're almost at an hour right now. So, let's do some altcoins. Y'all have something that you want to talk about? Let's, oh, you're welcome, Jordan. Let's talk about it. And I know there's a 20-second delay. So in this 20 seconds, I'm going to have some orange juice to wash down some more of this toothpaste. The Greek coins. And Rio Grande, and I apologize, I've sat here and thought about your question for a little bit, actually your statement. You heard his beautiful wear, my brother. But back to Georgie's question on the Greeks. I'm not in it. But now, when you say Greeks, if you're talking about Greek women, damn, I love that accent. Well, and thank you for the kind words, Rio Grande. The money from this YouTube channel for me is found money. So if I can do some good with it, then great. Yeah, I'm not big on the Greeks thing, and then I understand there was the whole drama thing going on, and I don't know what all that means, and I don't know where that goes, but yeah, I hate drama. You know, the people that cause the most drama in your life are the ones that say how much they hate drama. Covalent. Is that a token? Why, yes it is. CQT. Let's take a look. Covalent. Well, it's had a rough 24 hours, but down about half, but shit. What ain't? Now you got 28 million in volume. Only what's it right? 412? Okay. 43 million market cap. How long's it been around? So it's been around for a day? Alright. That's cool. Hey, it is what it is, right? Was this a pre-sale, I assume? Is that yeah, it is. Oh, come on, where'd you go? Oh my God. Yeah, I just rearranged my desktop. Sorry about that. Let's check it out on Dex Tools. See what, is this it? Wait a minute. Alright, never mind. That's a good question. How did this particular project get on freaking CoinGecko that quick? They've been out for 24 hours and they're already on here? Or is this the same thing? This ain't the same thing. Can't be the same thing. That's 90 cents. It's showing 7. I don't know, brother. Seems to be a couple of fake ones out there. But, I mean, assuming if I'm looking at this, it looks like they've already had their pre-sale dump already. So, I don't know what they do or anything. It's on the Avalanche ecosystem. And tied to the... Interesting. Alright. I will take a look at it. Thank you for bringing it to my... I don't know what it is. I don't know where the drama came from, actually. They just stopped working with it. Yeah. Hey, Carlos, how are you, my brother? What was the site to see if you've... unlimited allowances to your MetaMask wallet? That's that revoke.cash. Ooh, is that not a... Okay, well, that's not a link, but if you do a search on revoke.cash, that's the folks. Hang on. Let me hide my screen again. Sorry. Oh, they've been posting on Twitter for almost 7 months before the token release. Interesting. What do they do? Interesting. Huh. Was there a pre-sale? I'm assuming that there is, by just looking at the initial price dump. Interesting. All right, I'll take a look at it. Thank you so much. Oh no, you're very welcome, Carlos. Very, very welcome. Here, I can do that. Alrighty, there's your link. What is up with Alchemist? Do you know what, my brother? I am not the Alchemist guy. I'm just not. Kinsey knows that one, and Kinsey would be the guy to ask on that one. I don't know enough about it to speak intelligently. Covalent, I believe it was on Coinless sale. Okay, it is fairly new. Oh yeah, Destin. Nah, my brother. Destin is absolutely unbelievable. And if you saw the earlier video I did on it, the sand is not sand. It's not crushed seashells. It's actually quartz, and it comes down from the mountains. And when it does, all the edges get worn down, and so by the time that it's deposited and then spreads out all over the Florida Panhandle, it's when you walk on it, it squeaks, and when you pick it up, it feels like sugar. It's the most unbelievable. I was blessed enough to have gotten a chance to live there for 8 years. Yeah, there are a lot of wells in Alchemist, and that's why I said that Kinsey's the guy you're gonna have to talk to on that to get a good answer on that one. I'm just not the guy. On Gemini, really? Yeah, I mean, I saw Travado. I saw quite a few different blockchains listed on there. Oh yeah, there appears to be quite a few fakes. Oh, and here's how you can really tell, guys. I was looking on Dex Tools for it, but whenever you want to know if you're on the right exchange,
That's it?
you can always just come
You had
over
$1
here
million, you do
and
two
click
chicks
on
at
the
same
trading
time?
pair, and it'll
Damn
take you
straight,
right
I
to
always
that
wanted to
exchange.
do that, man. I think if I were a millionaire, I could hook that up too, because chicks dig
But I
dudes'
appreciate
money.
that input. Thank you so much.
I'm rolling in the
Uh-oh, looks like we made the loop.
I get that in
All right, well, we've made the loop. I guess that really, quite frankly, means I should go. I've been on, what, an hour and 9 minutes? But let's give you guys a couple more. Let's give you guys a couple more minutes to, if you got any other altcoins that you guys want to talk about. Any other? reverse rud, a lot of people got paid. Really? Interesting. Yeah, I haven't heard you talk on that, Kinsey. So, hey, my brother, Kinsey, so tell us about the Dominican Republic. Was it, and I know that you're going to talk about it in one of your videos, and so, was it what you had thought and what you had hoped it was going to be? Or was it more? And there's a 20-second delay. So while we're waiting on Kinsey's 20 seconds. Yeah, I'm out here, bro. I'm playing. If you guys do have... I did pick back up some Rena, and I was doing it and ITS, and I did it 4 times, and I got it low, rode it up, got it low, rode it up, and I should have stopped at 3. So yeah, I got some now. I mean, I'm still in profit, but that's what happens when you think you know every damn thing. It was an experience. Yeah, my brother. I absolutely want to hear. I want to hear about it. I want to hear about it like in the kind of detail that, you know, hey, we were there for 4 days, 3 nights, and on my last night there, it had just been an amazing experience. And I sat and thought back on the whole thing, and this is what I felt. Yeah, I want to hear it all, my brother. I want to hear it all. I want to hear it all. Experience. All right, so is that a typo? But I see it in the quotation marks. So I don't know if that's a typo or a new word you just made up, my brother. Yeah, absolutely. I'm so glad you're back. I'm so glad you got to go. You're back now. And I think we're still in the same situation we were when we had that conversation. And as I was telling you on Twitter yesterday, I am starting to see people start to freak out a little bit. I'm starting to see in the Telegram group, I'm starting to see people's nerves get a little bit raw. I'm starting to see some of the stuff that we were talking about that we weren't seeing, that I said I think we need to see before we get there. Oh, on Instagram. Do you know, I got an Instagram account, and I never go on it. I only got the Instagram account back when my daughter was young. So that I could keep an eye on who was talking to my baby girl. Crazy homeless Donnie who lives in a school bus on the ghetto side of Barton Spring was just telling me about Destin yesterday. Oh man, that's awesome. Yeah, that is freaking awesome. Yeah, Destin is all that, my brother. It really is. But I think this is as good a place as any for us to go ahead and say farewell. And appreciate you guys tuning in. And you know, I usually end every video with sunshine, lollipops, rainbows, and unicorns. And I sure want to make sure that you get all those things and more than you deserve in the next couple of days. But I got a new mantra. I got it pinned in my profile here for a couple of days. And this is the way you need to be walking. This is the way you need to be talking. And this is the way you need to be thinking right now. It doesn't matter if the market is up or down. Eat dessert first. Savor every freaking moment that you can. Carpe something every freaking day. Overtip your waitresses, your bartenders. Do something to make a total stranger's day. Wear clean underwear, because that's what your mama would have wanted. Pay yourself first. Always. Pay yourself first. And don't forget to live your life, man. Don't forget to live your life. Don't forget to live your life. Somebody's seen Sound of Music. So long, farewell, Auf Wiedersehen, good night. All right, my brothers and my sisters, I appreciate so much you coming in and joining us today. We'll talk to you next time. Vaya con huevos.